What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Welcome back to another Call of Dragons video. In today's episode, we're gonna find out if NTS are really cheaters or if they are really tactical geniuses in Call of Dragons. They have been the subject of cheating allegations in the last couple of seasons. Today's episode, we're gonna find out if that is really true. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more content, turn on that bell notification and never miss out. Like the video, share it with your friends, leave some comments down below. Let's get into it. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, this is NTS versus Echo. Before we get started, I gotta get something out of the way. I'm still recovering from a cold. It's a little bit difficult to talk, therefore you're gonna hear me pause every now and then. I'll pause the microphone so that I don't blow out your ears if I decide to cough or sneeze. With that out of the way, let's get into the video, guys. This is NTS versus Echo. NTS has been the subject of cheating allegation for the last couple of seasons. A lot of people have accused them of multi-boxing. Multi-boxing is when one person controls multiple accounts at the same time. Many people see this NTS formation and think that is the case. They think there are only maybe 20 players here in this mother ball and like one person is controlling maybe 5 or 6 different accounts. So I decided to sit down and record multiple matches of NTS playing Echo. I recorded them over 1.5 hours of video footage, and guess what I found, guys? I found something different. There is absolutely no cheating from NTS. They have a superior fighting style that 99.9% of the Call of Dragons community cannot handle. And so when people lose, they decide to accuse NTS of multi-boxing. In today's episode, I'm going to break down the fighting style of NTS, show you guys their formation, show you guys why they have been destroying so many alliances in the last couple of seasons. Again, all I can say, NTS is not using any multi-boxing whatsoever. I think the game developers have also tried to look into them. I think they can't seem to find any wrongdoing with NTS. So for me personally, I decided to sit down and record them, maybe try to catch them in the act. Instead, I found a superior fighting style that I have never seen before. I wouldn't want to fight these guys. You're gonna need like proper strategies to get the things done. As you can see here, NTS is fighting Echo. You can see how they are wiping so many Echo players with their superior mother ball. It is insane. So gonna show you guys how this mother ball work. First of all, let's just see how they are destroying so many players over here. You can see they use the blink infantry to block everybody else from escaping. That is one of their strategy. It is a joy to watch. They are still trying to clear out some Echo players who are trying to like destroy their bastion. You can see their formation. It's a little bit different from 99.9% of the Call of Dragons community. And when so many people lose, they tend to use cheating allegations as a defense mechanism. Just to point it out, NTS is not cheating. There is no multi-boxing here whatsoever. And you're gonna see when I explain their fighting style. So for now, I think I'm gonna forward this video to the NTS formation just to show you guys what is going on. So here they just finished fighting. I think their war lead just said, everybody go back, refresh, and then come back. So I'm gonna forward the video to where they start getting into their formation. Okay, so over here you can see the NTS players, all of them going into their superior mother ball. So for now, I'm gonna call it a focus attack mother ball. That is because the whole alliance is inside that circular ball and they can focus their attack on specific targets. If you dare come close, you're instantly going to be targeted by 150 players instantly, and it is instant death. As you know, the entire alliance is inside this focus attack ball. Let's say on average there are let's say on average they have maybe 100 players online. So that is like 100 players times 5 marches, which is 500 marches. And all of those 500 marches are inside this focus attack ball, which is why it is so deadly. If you get close to it, you're instantly gonna get targeted by at least 150 people. And a lot of people think this is multi-boxing. It is not multi-boxing. It is the formation. When you look at 99.9% of all the alliances in Call of Dragons, they use the exact same fighting style, which is send a lot of infantry in front with the Spirit-Born Torque and then spread out and kill all the enemy infantry. Once you kill all the enemy infantry, you can then push and kill all their ranged units. That's how 99.9% alliances fight in Call of Dragons. When it comes to NTS, is a different skill entirely. They are going to be using this focus attack ball where they have 95% ranged units and 5% infantry. They are showing us that you don't really need a lot of infantry to win a war, and you're gonna see as they push Echo. So basically the way they fight is pretty much straightforward. If someone in the ball gets targeted, they move back into the crowd. So as you can see here, the entire NTS alliance is inside this focus attack ball. You get close, you get slapped, you're dead. So gonna keep pushing this forward to show you guys their perfect formation. So this is the NTS formation. In front is the focus attack ball. It has 95% mages, 5% infantry. The infantry inside this focus attack ball is Madeline and Garwood with freezing ring. They have maybe less than 10 of them inside this ball. The entire ball is made of mages and archers. And behind here you can see a lot of infantry as well. These infantry are Goresh, Skogul with the blink artifact. They don't use any fancy artifact like the Spirit-Born Torque or the Dragon Scale armor. Nope, they don't use those. So as you can see here, the Echo is now showing up and they send one infantry with the freezing ring to buy them 10 seconds. And with their formation, they can focus all of their attack on a specific target that is nearby. As you can see here, anyone who is in front who gets targeted moves back into the crowd. And all those who are not targeted are free to hit any legion that is out of position. This is why most of the time when you fight NTS, you are instantly targeted by 150 plus people. Instantly. You get killed. If you don't know how to micro properly, you bring out your 5 marches, you go to the field, 3 seconds later, you're dead. You come back, you go to the game customer service and you say, I was hit by 150 people instantly. It is multi-boxing. So the rumors just kept on spreading and spreading and spreading until they ruined the NTS name. So we're gonna continue with this focus attack murder ball. It is crazy. All they do is back up into the crowd. Anyone gets targeted, they move back into the crowd. It's pretty much straightforward, no multi-boxing. They have been doing this for seasons and they have perfected the system. They don't even use fancy artifacts. You don't even need maxed out infantry heroes. Just bring your freezing ring and your blink and you are good to go. And I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. These guys have the best blinks I have ever seen in the Call of Dragons. You're gonna see in a little bit. So when they send their mage ball in the front, they leave their blink infantry behind, as you can see over here. They are going to back up, slowly killing off all the enemy infantry. Once that is done, they start sending their blink infantry to try and wipe out everybody. It is gonna be crazy. I had to pause the recording. This cough is giving me a tough time. Okay, so let's keep this going. So NTS, they just back up, they back up. Anyone gets targeted, moves back into the crowd. Those who are not get targeted are busy to hit, are free to hit anyone. As you guys can see now, they have started using their blink infantry. They have almost killed the entire Echo infantry front line. As you can see those flashes of blinks. Now look at the clean wipe with the focus attack murder ball. This is just insane. Look at all those infantry blinks and look at the sad faces for the Echo players going back. Many alliances haven't been able to deal with this fighting style. It's a little bit superior to what we have right now. And I think it is also easy to defeat NTS if you use the same fighting strategy. Like if you look here on the screen, the Echo players have kind of spread out. They are targeting many players at the same time, but with the NTS formation, they can really focus on a few targets and then wipe them instantly. And when you see properly, it's like almost all the NTS players are engaged because of this formation. It's a little bit superior. I think the only way to beat NTS with this fighting style is to use the exact same fighting style. Like towards the end, when Echo was finally able to break NTS, they kind of used a focus attack murder ball as well. So Echo was fighting near the mountain and they were kind of forced to get into a focus attack murder ball just like NTS. And they were able to wipe out so many NTS players because right now Echo has many more players on the field, but they are spread out. If they get close to each other, they can also focus their attack and just do some damage. They accidentally did that towards the end of the video because they were fighting near the mountain. It kind of forced them to get into a focus attack murder ball, and they were able to like kill so many NTS players. And I think they just gave up at that time. But for now, Echo is still trying to find out ways to take them down. They are trying to use some blink as well, but they are not bringing a lot of blink infantry. The NTS just sent infantry with freezing ring to buy some time. They don't even send a lot of them. They have this mage ball which is just crazy. Anyone who gets targeted moves back into the crowd. It makes it so easy to fight. I feel like my alliance need to copy this fighting style. It is so much fun. Not so many NTS players are dying because strength in numbers. The mage gang. This is insane, guys. This is crazy. Next season when they bring the new mage heroes, especially in a season where there is no long range warfare, mage ball with the focus attack is gonna be crazy. Especially if many alliances follow this fighting style. I think now I understand why NTS was able to defeat EIS, one of the most active alliances in Call of Dragons. Like, I was a little bit skeptical. I didn't believe they were able to defeat EIS because EIS activity is just crazy. But looking at this fighting style, it is something else. So those who are targeted, they move backwards. Now they're gonna use a lot of blink to prevent the Echo players from escaping. I think a lot of people owe NTS an apology. These guys are not cheating. This is not cheating. Like you've seen here, the whole alliance is coming into this focus attack ball. They focus all their attack on specific targets and just wipe them instantly. And here comes the blink infantry. Just look at them, blocking all the Echo players from getting away. This is perfect strategy, guys. Look at all the sad faces going back. Now, Echo is no joke in Call of Dragons. If you ask right now, who are the two strongest alliances in Call of Dragons, people are gonna say Noir and Echo. But you can see here, NTS is a 15 billion power alliance who is doing some crazy stuff by using strategy. Imagine if they were around 18 billion or 20 billion power. This would have been a little bit different. So we are starting to see that you don't really need a lot of infantry to win a war, especially if you have a focus attack ball just like this one for the NTS. They can focus all their attack on a few specific targets. With this formation, it makes it so that all the enemies kind of show up right in front of them, and it's kind of easy to kill the enemy. One thing I can say is never try to kite anyone from this murder ball because they are gonna move back into the crowd and pull you. When they pull you, you're gonna be exposed. All the other NTS players who are not targeted are just gonna wipe you instantly. The fight is still going. They managed to withstand the Echo assault. I recorded multiple clips because Echo really wants to push them back to zone 1. They did so many pushes. The video is going to be very, very long. You're going to see the same formation from NTS. I recorded them in the dot mode and in this mode where you see pretty much everything. So the video has a variety of different clips. I was trying to catch them in the act of cheating. Unfortunately, I didn't find any cheating. What I saw was a superior fighting style that was just a joy to watch. Like, it is super cool. It is fantastic. This is nice, man. For a long time, we thought you needed lots of infantry to win a war. These guys are showing us that nope, that is not the case. Strength in numbers. It also makes it difficult for those players with multiple cavalry marches to pick on NTS players. It's impossible to shine if you're a cavalry player against NTS. It is not going to work. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the fighting style of NTS. I think I'm gonna do a small commentary on the moment when Echo also got into a focus attack murder ball towards the end when they were destroying one of the NTS towers. You could see how the Echo focus attack ball was doing a lot of damage to NTS. So it is a sign that a focus attack ball is much better than the one where you spread out. Because when you spread out, you're not focusing your attacks on specific targets. You're targeting multiple people at the same time. It'll take you time to kill them. But if you use the focus attack ball, you can focus your attack in one direction and just melt everything instantly. It is far more superior to what 99.9% of Call of Dragons has been using. And over the last couple of seasons, all alliances who have fallen victim to this fighting focus attack of NTS have accused them of multiboxing. There is absolutely no multiboxing here. It is just the formation. It's a little bit different. It is superior. It does a lot of damage. As you can see here, the NTS are getting back into their formation. Not once do you see anybody trying to fight alone. Everybody goes into this focus attack ball. Someone from the outside gets targeted, they move back into the crowd and then expose all those who targeted them. And when they're out of line, they're not paying attention, boom, instant wipe. 200 people target you at the same time. It is possible. It is not multiboxing. So how exactly can you stop NTS? Well, you need to create your own focus attack ball. Otherwise, you are gonna get wiped. These guys are very difficult to defeat, especially with this formation. You as an enemy need to have a focus attack ball as well. That is the only way you're gonna do it. There is one thing that Echo was doing pretty good, but I don't think they recognized it. Whenever they used the blink infantry, it could interfere with the NTS focus attack ball. So I think if you send all of your infantry, like for example, if you launch maybe 20 or 30 infantry inside this focus attack ball with the blink, you should be able to give them a tough time because you're gonna screw up with their movement. You can isolate all those mages who are like in the front. Like if you split a quarter of this focus attack ball, you can, I think, clear a lot of them out because they only use their freezing ring infantry inside this focus attack. So I think that's something you can do. But the infantry behind them are all blink infantry. They save them for when they have killed all the enemy infantry. Then they just blink on them. And this is the NTS fighting style, guys. A lot of people have just accused them for no reason. I don't really see any cheating here. These guys are legit people just trying to have fun. I think people just need to stop calling them cheaters in the game. They have one of the most unique fighting style in the game. It is awesome. I think my alliance need to copy this. This is some good stuff, man. Towards the end of the video, I'm gonna do a small commentary on the moment when Echo also was using a focus attack Well, I don't think they recognized it. It was so efficient, but they didn't see it. So I think this is how you can defeat NTS. You need your own focus attack ball, and you gotta use a lot of blink infantry to screw up their movement. Enjoy the remainder of the show. Okay, Warriors of Tamaris, this is the video footage that I was trying to say before, where Echo was able to fight the same way NTS was fighting. I think it is downtime for NTS, if I'm not mistaken, because we have so many Echo players over here than the NTS. And Echo is also, I think, 20 billion plus power, give or take. NTS is around 15 billion power, give or take. So NTS formation is kind of like a focus attack ball, which usually focuses on a few targets in front of them. Echo right now is trying to destroy that tower up top, the one that's close to this mountain barrier over here. So because of the location of this tower and the mountain barrier, it forced Echo to get into a focus attack ball as well. And you're going to see how that was so effective against NTS. So this has shown us that if you use a focus attack ball, you should be able to take these guys down. So I'm going to forward the clip over here. And the Echo is now going to block NTS. They want to destroy that tower up top. You can see them going to the other side. And the mountain is helping them. If this mountain wasn't here, I do believe Echo was gonna spread out, which would have been very, very bad for this fighting style for NTS. But because of this mountain, they were forced to pile up on top of each other, and their focus attack was much better than the one for NTS. Echo is around 20 billion power plus, and they have a lot of whales with better accounts than NTS. And you're going to see how it's going to be difficult for NTS to fight. As you can see here, NTS using infantry with the freezing ring. They don't need any fancy artifacts to use. So over here we have Echo focus attack ball. Because of the mountain, they are forced to group up together. And you're going to see how it's doing a lot of damage. The only difference is that Echo didn't recognize this. As you can see, they have so many players just standing behind there, not engaged in this focus attack ball. Otherwise, it could have been very, very deadly. Every now and then they could engage and do a lot of damage, but I don't think they recognized what they had with them. So here we go. Looks like one Echo player brought a freezing ring, which is nice. Pretty good, pretty good. So the NTS focus attack ball is still better right now because all of them are engaged. Meanwhile, for Echo, they have many players standing there idle, doing nothing. So let's see how this is gonna go. They are now forced to be on top of each other. If they were all being engaged, they could have done a lot of work here. As you're gonna see in a little bit. NTS just showing us that you don't need a lot of infantry to win the battle. You just need the good old freezing ring and a few infantry to buy you 10 seconds and you are good to go. And then just send your blink flashes into the enemy murder ball and just destroy them right away. I see so many Echo players dying. That is because a lot of them are not really engaged in this fight. They are just standing there watching. So here we go. NTS is trying to push, but it looks like their numbers are thin. Okay, here comes a lot of Echo players pushing. You can see the effect of their focus attack ball. Just see how many NTS players are dying right now because a lot more players are engaged. So this is a clear signal that I think a focus attack ball is way better than the banana ball that we are used to. With the banana ball or the system where we spread out, it makes it very, very difficult to like wipe people instantly. But with this kind of formation, you focus all your attack in a specific direction and you just melt anything over there. So NTS cannot handle this fighting style anymore. They are backing away. I think it is their downtime and there are so many Echo players on the field right now. So they can't handle it anymore. I think to conclude everything, people need to stop calling NTS cheaters. They are not using multi-boxing or any synchronization. It is a legit fighting style, something different and unique from 99.9% of the entire Call of Dragons. A lot of people just didn't know how to deal with it, so they thought NTS was using multi-boxing, which is not the case. Many people have complained to the developers. They say Call of Dragons developers don't really care. Well, I took the time to look into this situation and all I can say, this is 100% legit. There is no cheating involved whatsoever. It is just the formation. It's one of a kind, different from 99.9% of the whole Call of Dragons. Now look at all the Echo players who are piled up on top of each other. The only difference is they are not all engaged in the fight. If they were doing that, they could have wiped out this NTS ball within seconds. They have the numbers, but a lot of them are just standing there and watching. So this is it, guys. Echo and Noir, I think, are the best alliance in the game right now in terms of strength. I don't think any other alliance can come close. Maybe BDO. BDO can be placed in the same bracket as NTS, Echo, and Noir. So you can see NTS, a 15 billion power alliance, really holding their ground properly with some good strategy. So this is what is happening. Echo are real beasts. We teamed up with them last season to defeat BDO. They are insane. So Echo was able to push NTS. I don't know how the fight has ended right now. They managed to break into the NTS defense. I think they have probably sent them back to zone 1. I don't know what's really going on. I need to check again. So as you can see here, the Echo focus attack ball is active. Like a lot of them are active right now, and you can see how they are melting the NTS players. This is what NTS has been doing to so many alliances in the last couple of seasons, and they resort to cheating allegations as a defense mechanism. There is no cheating here. There is no multi-boxing, no synchronization, no nothing. Just 200 players from the NTS trying to have fun. So yep, they're trying to push. They're trying to push now. Look at the Echo focus attack ball. Because of the mountain, they are forced to be in the same location. Now, as soon as all of them get engaged, this NTS ball is going to melt. Okay, looks like they're coming to fight now. So let's see. Many Echo players are joining the fight. They will soon start melting NTS. You guys see that? You see how many NTS players are dying because of the superior Echo focus attack ball. They have way more players in there with better heroes and better artifacts. So this is what is happening. What do you guys think of NTS now? Let me know down below in the comment section. Do you still think they are cheating? In my opinion, I found no cheating whatsoever. I recorded them multiple times and all I saw was a fantastic genius fighting style invented by the NTS. I think this is going to change the way we play Call of Dragons moving forward. You're gonna see so many alliances right now that are going to be using a focus attack ball. It's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait to see what many alliances are gonna do with this information from this video today. This is some good stuff, man. What do you guys think? Do you think your alliance is gonna use a focus attack ball? Let me know down below. This is gonna be insane. Echo versus NTS. I wanna see Noir and Echo fight each other. Maybe they're gonna use focus attack ball. Each one use the focus attack ball, and then we see who's gonna come out on top. And I think that's it for now, guys. My cough is giving me a tough time. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the remainder of the show. Let me know what you think. All I can say is people need to stop calling NTS multiboxers and cheaters. These are players trying to have fun. It is not good ruining their alliance name for nothing. They have a fantastic fighting style. It is not cheating. It is not multiboxing. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new, subscribe for more content. Enjoy the remainder of the show.